Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Akim and Akwath out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, So Esau's Got It All Figured Out Now, Huh? Right? And this comes from an article that I saw on Google News that was just stupid. All right, it's just dumb, and I don't really have much more to say than it's just stupid. All right, so I was under the impression that Esau had already, in his mind, figured this all out. Right? I thought Esau's been said that he's known about this, but apparently no. It's just now they finally know. They finally figured it all out. And actually, so Esau's finally, I'm actually going to change it. Finally figured it all out now. So Esau's finally figured it all out now, huh? Right? Because, I want to go off the title. Here it is, from Science Alert. We finally know what turned on the lights at the dawn of time. So Esau's finally figured it all out now, huh? It's just Esau with his stupidity, man. Thinking he knows it all, because Esau is a know-it-all. Okay, let's go look up what know-it-all. All right, we all know what it means, but I want to see what Google has to say. I almost said what Esau has to say, and it's really Google is Esau at the end of the day. It's made by him. So
know-it-all.
A know-it-all. All right, a person who behaves as if they know everything. A person who behaves as if they know it all. Okay? And you might say, you Hebrew Israelites are a bunch of know-it-alls. No, there's a difference between acting like a know-it-all and then knowing it. Right? There's a difference. All right? Esau acts like he knows it all. All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Maybe not I myself. All right? Because I'm just a newer brother. But as a collective in this truth, yeah, we do know it all. Right? Because how do we know everything? How do we know it all? What all do we know? It's all through the Bible. All right? And the Lord knows, and He gave us that information. He would know exactly how the earth was created. He would know exactly how the trees were put there. He would know exactly how the stars were made and the lights and the firmaments. He would know how that is. He would know who the houses are. The houses being, the people, the genealogy, the going back through history. All right? The ethnicities. He would know, right? The Lord knows it all. He's not a know-it-all, but He does know everything. Okay? A know-it-all is someone who don't know jack shit, okay, but claims that he does, i.e. Esau. Okay? So there's a difference between being a know-it-all and then knowing it all. Okay? So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and we can't even say that we know it all. Okay? And we know we have the 100% truth. But as far as knowing everything, we don't know everything. There's certain things we don't necessarily know. Certain things that throughout history that we might not have had our eyes necessarily there to see, okay, and that the Bible doesn't explicitly speak about, okay? There's certain things that we don't know about. But through this truth, as far as this truth goes, yes, we know it all when it comes to this truth, okay? Not me collectively, okay, because I'm still a newer brother in the truth, but we have the 100% truth. We know the truth. It's not, we don't know it all. We know 90% of it, and then the other one, we don't really know. No, that's not how it goes, man. Okay, that's not how it goes. When it comes to this truth, it's 100%. All right, there's no, this is a maybes. Maybe this happened. No, that's not how it works. Okay. Now, as far as us as men, there might be things that we, what's the word I'm looking for? That we speculate upon. Okay, but pure written scriptures, those aren't to be speculated. Okay, you can't speculate on Genesis 1. Well, maybe it happened. No, that's not speculation. That's 100% known. All right, how do we know it? Because it's written in plain English right here. Boom, bam. Right. So we're gonna get that, but before we get Genesis and 1 and 1 to explain what we're talking about today, we got to go and get Esau's stupid science experiment here. Bear with me while I grab a drink. All right. All right. It's got Big L fucking in the background. And these instrumental beats, more and more, they're just having more choruses. I'm going to keep it wrong because it should be low enough where it's not bothersome. If it is, Salakia. But I've been liking this dude, Eddie Mugre, or Mugre. I haven't really gotten any copyright strikes or anything like that from using his music. I guess he does beat tapes. You brothers ever need, something for the background, I recommend that. A lot of the time I just look up like 1 hour hip-hop, instrumental, rap beats, certain things like that, and I just keep on clicking. And I found, there's a couple different sites you can go to. Not sites, but I used to use, I'm just a quick shout out here for those brothers in case. There's Epidemic Sounds you can go on, but there's stuff, I kind of started getting bored with it. So there's a couple YouTube channels you can go to. One of them's Unknown Beats. I'll show you real quick, and then we'll get to it, because I don't know, for some reason this wants to come out. Maybe a brother's looking for it. So you can go to Unknown Beats, all right? And they got some stuff, right? Or is it Unknown Instrumentals? No, it's Beats. Oh. Here you go. Unknown Beats. They have quite a few different things, all right, that I've used before. Different things. Some of their stuff's a little weird. Another one that's great is Kick a Dope Verse. This is one of my favorites right here. They have a bunch of different beat tapes. Some of them are a little short, but they have these ones. And then this guy, all right, this guy right here, Eddie Mugre, right? You can go on his page or whatever. He says, I think he's an Issachar or something. I don't know what he is. But, he has all these different beat tapes, man. You see it, and he does stuff live, too, I guess. But, no, you can go, like, get any of these releases, these are all, like, short songs. But he does full beat tapes, like this one, Fumate un Jazz and stuff like that. Like, here, I'll show you a bit of that. So, yeah, I mean, it's good stuff to run in the background. Actually, matter of fact, this is almost better than what I have on, but we're gonna let it continue to play until I get annoyed, at least. So anyway, that's for those brothers that need it for the background. All right, Salaki for the little interruption, but I don't know, apparently need to be said. It was on me. So we finally know, this is from Science Alert, right? Esau finally got it all figured out, right? We finally know what turned on the lights at the dawn of time. Damn, it took you that long? Well, how'd you figure it out? Because you can find it easily just by going to Genesis 1 and 1. And boom, you get it. Well, not Genesis 1 and 1, but you get Genesis 1 and 4, right? Or 3, Salakia, 3, Genesis 1 and 3, and it'll give you exactly what this is, all right? But starting from Genesis 1 and just go down, you'll get it. It says, we finally know what brought light to the dark and formless void of the early universe. Wow, so do we. And we've been known. When did you figure it out? It says, according to data from the Hubble and James Webb Space Telescopes, the origins of the free-flying photons in the early cosmic dawn were small dwarf galaxies that flared to life, clearing the fog of murky hydrogen that filled intergalactic space. A new paper about the research was published in February. This discovery, so I guess a new paper about the research was published in February, so earlier this year. This discovery unveils the crucial role played by ultra-faint galaxies in the early universe's evolution, said astrophysicist Irina Chemrinska of the Institut d'Astrophysique de Paris, right? It says, they produce ionizing photons that transform neutral hydrogen into ionized plasma during cosmic reionization. It highlights the importance of understanding low-mass galaxies in shaping the universe's history. And I'm not going to read too much of this because it's just a bunch of fucking science babble. It's a bunch of, we're entering Max 5. Prepare, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, it's just a bunch of stupid fucking techno babble is all it is. It's a bunch of bullshit. All right, and Esau thinks he knows everything. That's why the title is, so Esau's finally figured it all out now, huh? And that's mocking. All right, that's a mocking title because he hasn't figured out anything. It says, at the beginning of the universe, within minutes of the Big Bang, space was filled with hot, dense fog of ionized plasma. Stop. So here's the thing. The Big Bang is one of the ways you get these guys, right? That's one of the ways you get these guys because you'll tell them, because at one point, especially me, because I used to be atheist, right? And I said, And I used to go off with like bullshit things that I could easily refute now, but I can't remember the shit that I used to say because it was so stupid it's not worth remembering. But it's like what would I used to say? Something about you know, that's what I used to say, because the, you know, Christians would say, oh, you know, because, well, and you know, now I'm back to the point that they were, okay, because really it's all based on faith, right? Of what you believe happened. You either have faith in the Lord, you have faith in the Big Bang, right? And I hate to say faith in the Big Bang, but faith is trust, right? You either have trust that it was the Lord there, or you have trust that the Big Bang was there. Back when I used to be atheist, I used to be like, oh, well, you say God created the universe, right? Well, couldn't the atoms and protons and electrons, couldn't they have always just been there? And, you know, but, you know, I never realized how easy it is to hit. Well, by that same tangent, couldn't have God just have always been there, right? Right? And it's even a stronger point that it was the Lord, all right? Yahweh that did it, because where did the protons and electrons happen? Theoretically, say the Big Bang was a thing that took place, and the Big Bang, and they say the Big Bang happened and the whole Earth created. Now, I you know, some people will say that the Big Bang wasn't a thing at all. I think about it in a way that if Esau was able to detect anything like the Big Bang, it still goes back to the Lord, right? And that Big Bang that they're detecting happened in the universe was just when the Lord created it. When boom, all right. And then, you know, everything, of course, it didn't happen like like that, all right? Just in 1 second. It took, you know, 6 days. On the 7th day, he rested, right? But who knows how Esau's seeing that in their little telescope or whatever their little tracer thing is. It could look like 1 day to them. But what they're actually seeing is the Lord actually in his creation, all right? Now, could that be the case? Sure. Could it not be the case? Sure. I don't know what Esau's got in those different computer things, and a lot of it's not accurate. But if they're detecting something along the lines of a Big Bang, the only thing that they could be detecting is the creation of the universe by Yahweh, right? That's the only thing that they could be detecting, okay? So that's what I'm under the assumption of. Some people say the Big Bang didn't happen at all, you know, and it didn't in the way that they say it did. Oh, the ions, you know, they were just sitting here, and all of a sudden they decided to act up. Well, they just So first of all, all these proton electrons, well, where did those come from? First of all, oh, they were just always there, right? Well, if they were just always there, what decided them just to act up one day? Why did they just act up one day? Oops, you know? Oh, we exploded. We just bang, and the whole Earth was created. Oops, like the Earth was some sort of cosmic mistake. It's stupid. It's stupid. It really is stupid. Okay, now in that way, no, it didn't happen. But if they're, you know, what do they classify the Big Bang as? We'll go and get it. The Big Bang is what? It says, the Big Bang is a physical theory that describes how the universe expanded from an initial state of high density and temperature. And it was first proposed as a physical theory in 1931 by Roman Catholic priest and physicist Georges Lemaitre, when he suggested the universe emerged from a primeval atom. All right, various cosmological models of the Big Bang explain the evolution of the observable universe from the earliest known periods through its subsequent large-scale form. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. All right, well, this is how they're saying it. It happened, right? And it just, boom, and then all of a sudden it happened, all right? They're saying that all of a sudden it happened, and that, you know, that's just how it happened. Boom, all right? And then they got their own dark ages, and that's just not the case, man. That's not the case. The Lord is the one that created everything, all right? It was him that created everything. And if there was this theoretical Big Bang, all right, with a collision that happened between particles, the only person that would have been able to do that is the Lord, right? If you want to go off of that thought period. But if it really, that's just overcomplicating. At the end of the day, the Lord created everything, whether it's Big Bang, whether it's small bang, whether it's this, that, it doesn't matter, because the Lord created it, right? You can call it what you want, but it's the creation. That's what it is. All right, it says, at the beginning of the universe, within minutes of the Big Bang, space was filled with a hot, dense fog of ionized plasma. What little light there was wouldn't have penetrated this fog. Photons would simply have scattered off the free electrons floating around, effectively making the universe dark. As the universe cooled, after about 300,000 years, protons and electrons began to come together to form neutral hydrogen. That's funny because 300,000 years. We haven't even, there ain't been no 300,000 years. What the fuck are you talking about? It says to come together to form neutral hydrogen and a little bit of helium gas. So you're saying we haven't even been here, first of all, because that's bullshit science. We haven't even been here for 300,000 years, but you're saying there was 300,000 years of darkness? Wow. It says most wavelengths of light could penetrate this neutral medium, but there was very little in the way of light sources to produce it. But from this hydrogen and helium, the first stars were born. Oh, shit! This is stupid, all right? And if you ever listen to one of these motherfuckers talk, they sound stupid, all right? They sound stupid. All right, astrologists and all these people, they sound stupid. They sound like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They really sound dumb, all right? Oh, you know, the protons, electrons, and flag them. They sound dumb. And some people say, no, they sound very intelligent. Well, you've been tricked into thinking what sounds stupid is intelligent. You got to realize you're in the society where everything's upside down. Let's go and get that scripture, all right? This is Isaiah 5:20. It doesn't necessarily talk about stupidity, but Isaiah 5:20 reads, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." Right? So in the same, what is this essentially saying? All right, the society's upside down, right? So in the same way, and I'm not adding to the scripture, but in the same way, you know, and the scripture doesn't say this. I'm just saying in the same way with everything being upside down in this society. People consider those that are stupid to be smart and those that are smart to be stupid. All right. So there you go. That's the type of society that we're living in. All right. It's now trendy to be a dumbass. All right. It's trendy to be, and it's been for a long time. All right. You got that joke way back in the day from Chris Rock saying, "Oh, they're keeping it real dumb." I don't know that shit. I'm just keeping it real dumb. Right. It's been, you know, it's cool to not know shit now. It's cool to be a dumbass. What type of society is it cool to be fucking stupid? Well, Esau society, all right? It's cool to be dumb. And that's all that mind control shit that Esau's pushed out because they want you to be dumb. So what better way to keep you dumb than making it cool to be dumb, right? So let's show you how it really went, all right? Let's show you how the creation really went, all right? This is Genesis chapter 1. We're just going to read the whole chapter, right? All down to 31, all right? So 31 scriptures. We're going to go ahead and read it. And give you the understanding that way because this is what actually happened. Not no bullshit Esau theoretical situations that happened. And it is a theory. If we go back. Theory. Now, what is a theory? And my phone's thinking I'm saying Siri like I'm Mike Tyson or something. Theory? Hey, theory. Right? No. Anyway. So theory is what? What is a theory?
Theory.
A theory is a supposition or a system of ideas intended to explain something, especially one based on general principles independent of the thing to be explained. A hypothesis, a thesis. Now go back to a hypothesis. All right, a supposition or proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence as a starting point for further investigation. Right? Limited evidence. You can make a hypothesis on anything. All right? You can make a hypothesis on anything. It's a belief. It's an opinion. It's an idea. Okay? Doesn't make it true. Okay? And that's what a theory is. All right? It's a thought. All right? It's a thought. That's all it is a thought. All right? It's a thought that this maybe would happen. All right? You can have a theory on anything. All right? You can have a theory on anything. My theory is that if I don't know, if I threw let's see. I could have a theory of anything. I could have a theory that if I threw a cup over the Grand Canyon, that it might not just hit the ground, it might spin off over somewhere else because of the wind. It could happen. It could not happen. Do I know what's going to happen at the end of the day? No, that's just my theory, right? So, because I've seen people throw like basketballs over the side of cliffs and then they do like a little twist at the end, whoop, and they fly off. But sometimes when you drop something off a cliff, it just goes straight down. Who knows which one's it going to be? Who knows? We don't know. It's just a theory, right? So that's the Big Bang is a theory. So people put so much credit into a theory, man. All right? Just some theories. It's just is. But here's how it goes. This isn't a theory. This is a fact. What's the difference between a fact and theory? What is a fact? All right.
Fact.
A thing that is known or proved to be true. The reality. The truth. This is the truth. This is the reality. Genesis chapter 1 and Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. In the beginning, Yahweh created the heaven and the earth. How did he do this? The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of Yahweh moved upon the face of the waters. And Yahweh said, so there was darkness. And Yahweh said, let there be light. And there was light. Boom. Right? That's how we got light right there. Verse 4. And Yahweh saw the light, that it was good, and Yahweh divided the light from the darkness. Okay, so he divided the light from the darkness. So he separated light and darkness. Kept the darkness, didn't get rid of it, but he also created light because he didn't want it just to be dark. He wanted it to be light. All right, of course, he did this after he formed the earth. All right, like molding it like clay almost, right? It says, and Yahweh called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Okay, so there you go. And Yahweh said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And Yahweh made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. And Yahweh called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. So, the firmament, when people are talking about the firmament, that's just talking about, up above, all right? The firmament is above, with the cloud and the skies. That's the firmaments is past that even, okay? And called the firmament heaven. So some people refer to that as heaven, all right? But there's a difference between the firmament and the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm, is something completely different, okay? And then the kingdom is something different from the spiritual realm, all right? So... but again, so that's a topic for another time. So there's a difference between the firmament, which is the skies above, all right, and the kingdom, all right, which is the kingdom in heaven is, heaven can be referring to sometimes the spiritual realm because that's what they think of, it's that waiting place. The kingdom, in a way, will be heaven as well, all right, but sometimes people refer to the coming kingdom as heaven as well, which isn't necessarily wrong, but, there's different words. But the heaven and the kingdom is not the firmament. The firmament is the sky above, right? So, there you go. And Yahweh said, let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. So now we have, dry land, and we have rivers and lakes, right? And seas. It says, and Yahweh called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he seas. And Yahweh saw that it was good. So now you see how, how these seas and lakes and rivers were created, right? And Yahweh said, let the earth bring forth grass. So now it was just dry land. It was just earth. There was nothing on it, right? And Yahweh said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. So now you have grasses and bushes and trees and fruits, right? And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed. And, herb yielding seed, like, things like wheat and barley and all these other things, right? And mints, right? And herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the third day. And Yahweh said, let there be lights in the firmament, right? That people would call space, right? They would call the firmament space, right? Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. So that's the other way that we know, we go off of a lunar Sabbath is because, the lights, all right, the moon and the sun, all right, we go off of the moon, lunar, i.e. lunar, all right, which is dealing with the moon. All right, and that's how we tell, the seasons is by the moon. That's how we tell the days and the years is by the moon. All right, the days, that's how we know what day Sabbath is by the new moon, right? And that's how we know what years is, because of the moon cycles, a full moon cycle, right? So there, a full moon cycle is basically is a month, okay? So there should be, anywhere from like 11.9 to 12 full moon cycles, all right, in a year. It's like incense blown over by me. So, because a moon cycle is really, 29.5 days, I think. Let's see. Yeah. So a moon cycle is about 29.5 days. Okay, so that's how long a moon cycle takes, and it can give or take. Okay, so give or take. So, and Esau's calendar is all messed up with the Gregorian calendar, because really it should be based off the moon, and based off the moon, a moon cycle takes 29.5 days, right? A month is 30 days, so you put a 0.5 and a 0.5, that's 1, so you're getting extra days. All right, if you were to go off this, you wouldn't have it. You would have equal amounts of times throughout the month. Okay, you wouldn't have like shit like where they have months where it's like there's shorter months and then there's longer months. Some months are 30 days, some months are less than 30 days, some are over 30 days. It's all that bullshit, man. It's if you went off how it should be, all right, according to the Lord, you'd actually have an equal cycle of days throughout the year. But Esau, of course, they can't do shit for shit. All right, they don't know how to do anything right, so that's why their society's all fucked up and they end up with shit like leap years. How the fuck do you end up with a leap year? Because your calendar's fucked, man. Your calendar is fucked. Anyway, not the time for ranting, but backed up to 14, and Yahweh said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And Yahweh made 2 great lights, the greater light to rule the day, sun, right, and the lesser light to rule the night, the moon, and said he made the stars also. All right, so it says, and Yahweh set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And Yahweh saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the 4th day. And Yahweh said, "Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven." We scroll down. And Yahweh created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good. And Yahweh blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowl, those birds, multiply in the earth." Right? So, that's how we got the animals. So now we have we got the lights, we got the sun, we got the moon, we got the stars, we got the waters, the seas, the lakes, the oceans. We got all the herbs and the fruits and the grass, right? And now we have the animals, right? It says, and Yahweh blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let the fowl multiply in the earth." And the evening and the morning were the 5th day. Yahweh said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and the beasts of the earth after his kind." And it was so. So beasts, things like cows and dogs and cats and rabbits and moose and pigs and sheep and all these things. Some of them not even to eat. But they have other purposes. Okay? So, for example, pigs, they're garbage cleaners, man. They clean up all the other things that other animals aren't going to eat. It's the same thing. The same reason you have things like squids. The same reason you have like clams and mussels and oysters, right? And shrimp, all right? Those things, and lobster and crab. They filter out all the disgusting shit in the ocean and keep it clean. All right. They're finding out that there was a place where they were moving all the crab. I can't remember where this was. I saw it recently on YouTube or TV, something I was watching. And there's a place where they're farming crabs so much that like they found like now the ocean is getting really those places over in that ocean area are getting really dirty. All right, let's go and find it out. Look, where was it? There's somewhere over here. And they're trying to cover it up now. But it was basically, I saw it that, the crabs being removed from the areas, they're having, more water pollution areas. You can just look up do crabs clean the ocean. There you go. Crabs are one of the main decomposers in the marine ecosystem, meaning they help clean up the sea bottom by harvesting decomposing plant and animal matter. But you have to look it up this way, because if you look up decline of crabs causing water pollution or crab hunting causing water pollution, they don't want to tell you. But I heard it in a documentary or a video or something I was watching, so it wasn't bullshit. All right, but they don't want to tell you that because they don't want you to know that. I don't know. For whatever reason. All right, maybe they don't want you to know you're eating something so disgusting, or maybe they don't want you to think that they're that important, or something. Who knows? But anyway, in verse 24, and Yahweh said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, and cattle and creeping thing and beast of the earth after his kind, and it was so. And Yahweh made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And Yahweh saw that it was good." Right here. And then boom, here's us coming about, right? And Yahweh said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the earth, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon earth." So Yahweh created man in his own image, and the image of Yahweh created he him. Here's another one that I like. Male and female created he them. Male and female, male and female, male and female. No theys, no thems, no thises, no that's, no its, right? No zems, no zims, no zers, no zegs, zars, vergs, vags, vegs, none of them. Whatever you want to call, none of it. All right? So it was male and female, right? Going down, and Yahweh blessed them. And Yahweh blessed them, and Yahweh said unto them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth on the earth." And Yahweh said, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat." All the vegans pop up. See, it didn't say anything about meat. Well, the rest of the Bible does, so nice try. Be gone. 30, and to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein this is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. And Yahweh saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good, and the evening and the morning were the sixth day. And that's the end of the chapter 1, but I'm going to get a couple out of the second verse. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 1 says, "Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all of the host of them. And on the seventh day Yahweh ended his work which he made, and rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made." There you go. And here's the Sabbath being formed. "And Yahweh blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which Yahweh created and made." Boom. There you go. There you go. And you could even keep on if you wanted to go. But hey, man, that's the creation, right? That's the creation. It's a beautiful thing, and the Lord made all those things. Okay, but the Edomites, all right, another creation of the Lord, right? Because he created everything. All right, they think they know everything. They think they know better than the Lord, right? And this is 1 Corinthians 8 and 2. It reads, "And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet, as he ought to know." All right, this one's good. I love the King James Version, right? Of course. But as I was, getting scriptures for this lesson, I went ahead and got it in the this new site that sometimes pops up when I search things. I'm actually going to start using it more, Lord willing. Bible Hub. It's like Bible Gateway, but instead of having to do it like this, they just have them all pop up down here. So I'm going to type it in. Boom. See it? You get all of them. Okay, you get all of them. So I like that. That's cool. I like that a lot. So instead of this, you just get one, which is great. I like this as well when you're trying to focus on something. But when you're putting together lessons, like if you just want to show one scripture, boom, you just plug it in, and then you're good. So you can do that. Okay. I guess you can do it like this too. Oh, well, damn, I didn't even know you could do it like this. Well, who would have guessed? I just found out something new. I think I knew about this, but I didn't know you could just do it like that. Well, hey, I got this as well too. So, hey, who knows? So, well, man. This almost has more, really. I don't know. I'll keep them both. But going over here to the NLT, you know, right over here, check this out. So King James Version says, let me put on something new. There we go. So the King James Version says 1 Corinthians 8:2, and if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing yet as he ought to know. Check this out. I loved this NLT version, New Living Translation. It says, anyone who claims to know all the answers doesn't really know very much. And that's Esau. He doesn't know anything, man. He doesn't know anything. Right? So let's get Isaiah 5:21. We already, you know, went over how long I thought this lesson was going to last. So, and you know, the main time is being done with Genesis, you know, reading the whole chapter. These next ones are just dealing with, you know, with Esau's hubris, right? Their pride, thinking they know everything, right? Isaiah 5:21, it says, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. So again, you know, and you can go back up, and we just got this just a minute ago, Isaiah 5:20. All right, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. We just got that. Going on to 21, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Okay, and then you can you know, continue on. But yeah, these devils, man, are they think they know everything. They really do think they know everything. And that's, give me a minute, this is annoying. We don't want that. Hell, bear with me. This will work. So, again, Isaiah 5:21, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. And again, no one thinks Esau is better than Esau, right? Esau thinks he's so great. He's got a complex issue. He thinks he's fucking awesome. He thinks he's the coolest person ever because he's wise in his own eyes. It's wise in their own eyes. So not only are they wise in their literal own eyes, they're wise amongst each other, right? Other Edomites will big up Edomite. Wow, that's so smart. No, it's not smart. If you hear another Edomite saying, wow, that's smart, you probably rest assured whatever you just said was stupid as shit. Okay? This is Ecclesiastes 3:24. It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. What is vain? Let's go and get that. You're so vain. You probably think the song is about you. You're so vain. Right? Vain means what? Not this one. And this is another one that Esau is as well. Definition 1, having or showing undue or excessive pride in one's appearance or accomplishments or select achievements. That's not what we're looking for, though. We're looking for the second definition, okay? Which is right here. Producing no result, useless, okay? Vain opinion, which means what? Useless opinions. It don't mean shit, all right? It don't mean nothing. I could have a vain opinion. My vain opinion would be that, let's see, I think that, you want to know a vain opinion, opinion that don't mean anything? And many people have vain opinions, but you know, like, I like shag carpet rather than regular carpet. That's a vain opinion. It's useless. So what? That doesn't mean anything. When you bring that into the truth, all right, and sure, you're allowed to have your own opinions, but many opinions are vain. They're useless. They don't really mean anything. Okay? I prefer this vacuum over this other vacuum. Why? Because it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, right? It's a vain opinion, but it's especially vain when it comes to this truth. All right, when you start thinking that you know better than the truth, that's just vain. That's just one, that is vain. That's both definitions of vain. One, it's proud and having an excessively high thought of yourself. And two, it's useless, futile, producing no result. All right, Ecclesiastes 3:24, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. And hey, man, these people's judgment's all out of whack. They don't have good judgment. All right, that term "good judgment" it doesn't really have much of a weight anymore. All right, on these, especially on these kids of these new societies. All right, these Gen Z and Gen Y, man, they don't. Ugh, they're dumb. They're dumb. They're real dumb. All right. So continuing on, we're gonna close out with Galatians 6:3. All right, it says, "For if a man think himself to be something, some great scientist, some great astronomer, some great strong man, some great this, some great that, right? Galatians 6:3, for if a man think of himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. You're not going to deceive us with this type of shit. This is that for those wannabe intellectuals, man. And I say wannabe intellectuals because if you're in this truth, you are an intellectual. Those wannabe intellectuals, they're out there reading all these dumb fucking stupid books that, and I'm not talking about real intelligible books that you could learn something from, but stupid books based on this is the planet of this and that, and Venus has a surface temperature of this and this and that. You think you're smart? You're dumb as shit, man. You're dumb as shit. And that just crashed, but whatever. Oh, it's back. All right, so you're dumb as shit. Again, if you think yourself to be something when you're nothing, you're deceiving yourself. You're not deceiving anybody that actually knows anything. All right, and we're not going to take it by written from some man. We'll take it by a book that's been orchestrated out and allowed and what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say ordained, but like the Lord wrote off on it. All right, allowed it to exist. All right, and there's direct quotes from His Son Yahushua in there as well. All right, and there's direct timelines who are showing you what the Lord did and how the Lord did things, right? So we're gonna listen to that, not some man, well, I know that Bible's been around for thousands of years, but here's what I think. No, we don't care what you think, man. You think you got it all figured out now, huh? Well, you haven't figured out anything, man. You don't know anything. So with that's been the lesson. We're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Till next one, Lord willing. Shalom.